Self-trust isn't about knowing that you're going to get the answer right. It's knowing that regardless of the outcome, you're going to be okay. Unfortunately, a lot of neurodivergent folks are unintentionally trained very early in life to not trust themselves. We don't realize that we're seeing the world different and interpreting things different, but society tells us every chance it gets that we're doing it wrong, and therefore we quickly learn how to mask or not trust ourselves in showing up in the ways that feel good and right to us because we were told it was wrong. And so it is incredibly common by the time we hit adulthood, we have a really damaged sense of self-trust. Hey, my name's Casey. I have a master's in mental health and multiple flavors of neurodivergence myself. If it is your first time here, and you better want to understand your neurodivergent brain and how to work with that brain to build a happier, healthier, more fulfilling life, then be sure to hit subscribe, stick around, because that's what we're about here. Self-trust is about confidence and belief in your ability to take action in ways that aligns with your values and your goals. It also involves relying on your instincts and your intuition, that gut feeling, and having faith that regardless of the outcome, you know how to navigate it and you'll be okay. So how do we start to practice self-trust? And I want to emphasize practice here because this shit can be really hard starting out. So practice number 1 is reconnecting with yourself. Ask yourself, is this what I really want? And we're going to start really small here. After a lifetime of gaslighting and not fitting society's molds and potentially a good dose of trauma, you might not really know what it is you want. So before you make any career or life decisions, we're going to start with something as simple as, what do you want for dinner? Instead of saying, I don't care, you pick, I want you to pick. Trust that you know that you really want a burger and not sushi. It seems really small and inconsequential, like, who cares if I don't get what I want for dinner? But man, when I first started practicing this for myself, it brought up a lot of anxiety and a lot of feelings. But it also, with time, felt really good to have a burger when I knew it was a burger that I wanted for dinner and not something else. Practice number 2 is self-compassion. Like I said a bit ago, building self-trust takes practice. And you know what happens when we practice things? We fuck up. We fail, we fall down, we get it wrong, and that's totally normal. Take a moment to remind yourself that everybody makes mistakes and that you are not defined by the mistakes that you make. By practicing some self-compassion, you create room to learn from these mistakes, and learning from our mistakes is an amazing way to start building a foundation of trusting yourself. And practice number 3, adjust your expectation. How do other folks start building trust with you? They follow through on things that they've agreed to with you. So let's start doing that for yourself. And again, we're going to start really small here because we're new to this practice. I'm going to do another entire video soon about adjusting your expectations. So be sure to hit follow so you don't miss that one, because this is such a crucial tool for growing and healing as a neurodivergent adult. But back to what I was saying about starting small. Let's say, set yourself the goal of drinking a short glass of water every morning before you have your first cup of coffee. And when you drink that glass of water, you're gonna celebrate the fuck out of that success. And you're gonna celebrate every time you drink that glass of water before your coffee. Even if it's only like 4 days out of the week, celebrate the success. Your brain doesn't really know the difference between big goals and little goals, so celebrate like it's a big goal. And your brain is gonna be like, whew, we're a rock star, we did something great today. And your brain is gonna start to catalog those celebrations, which in turn is going to help you look back on your past and go, hey, I'm really good at this thing. I can trust myself to follow through with drinking a glass of water in the mornings. What else can I trust myself to do? Setting and celebrating the little goals creates an amazing foundation to start building and sticking to the bigger goals. So what's one thing you're going to do today to start practicing self-trust? Drop it in the comments if you're comfortable, because I am your biggest cheerleader and I want to help you celebrate those tiny wins too.